And this doctor was like, well, wait, you should do an RPL panel. And I was like, what is an RPL panel? And she was like, it's a repeated pregnancy loss panel. It's a series of blood tests that you can do. It's a lab, basically, that you can do prior to doing another IVF trial. I was kind of like curious about it because I had never heard of this, like, ever. And mind you, my doctors know that I've had 2 miscarriages, as well as I have several friends who've had more than 1 miscarriage, and nobody had ever heard of this test. So I was like, okay, maybe this is something everybody doesn't do. It's not available to everybody, whatever. So I went back to my IVF clinic and I was like, hey, can I do this test? And they were like, sure, that's fine. We'll write a script for it. And so I was kind of relieved and pissed at the same time. Relieved because I was like, oh, okay, I can do it. But I was pissed that my doctor didn't recommend it to me. Like, why did I have to get on Clubhouse to find out that there's a test that I could possibly do to maybe find a solution here? I feel like my doctor should have caught that. Hi guys, I am Janelle and welcome back to my channel. So today is going to be a little different. I typically have a super formal setup for how I do my content and my videos for my channel. I normally have my camera and my tripod and the lights and everything. And today I say, you know what? I'm not doing all that. I am going to give you guys a vlog format and see how I like that. Today I'm not gonna have like a topic that's laid out with talking points and all that. I just kind of wanted to get on here very quickly and just give you guys an update about what's going on with us and our journey. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So I think I'm gonna take a seat really quick because holding this like this is not comfortable. So yeah, let me sit down real quick. All right, a little bit more comfortable. So I'm trying to figure out where to start. So you guys know, if you've been watching my channel, you know everything that's happened so far. So we did IVF last summer and we got pregnant, and then we had a miscarriage in October. So we have been kind of just trying to gather our thoughts and figure out what to do next since then. So like I said, we had our miscarriage in October, and it's now February, and honestly, we had planned on doing IVF again either in January or February. We initially said January, and then I kind of wanted to wait till February just based on my work schedule that's coming up, and I'm a freelance wedding photographer, so it's a little bit, is my camera crooked? Who knows? There we go. My schedule's kind of crazy this summer, and I don't want to give birth while some bride is walking down the aisle. So I kind of decided that I wanted to wait until February. I started getting information together to move forward, basically reaching out to our fertility clinic, finding out what the next step is. And I'm going to tell you guys a little story about something that happened, which I'm going to elaborate more on once I get more information about it. But let me just tell you the first part. So I'm kind of nervous about doing IVF again because I've already had 2 miscarriages, and there's never been an explanation for why this is happening. So IVF is just such a strenuous process, doing all the meds and the medication and things like that, and I just really don't want to do IVF again and then have another loss. So my friends and I actually started hosting Clubhouse rooms and talking about infertility on Clubhouse a lot. So I just so happened to be on Clubhouse just listening one night, and I was in this room and they were talking about infertility, and there was a fertility doctor specialist. I don't know what she called herself, but yeah, she was in the room and she was answering people's questions. And so I got on stage. If you know how Clubhouse works, it's like a platform where there's a stage, there's speakers and moderators and all that stuff. So I got on stage because this wasn't my room. I wasn't a moderator. And I asked the doctor a question. I said, hey, I've had 2 miscarriages. We did IVF and I had, it was successful, but it resulted in my second miscarriage. Is there anything I should be doing before I try IVF again. You know, we have 4 frozen embryos. We want to try again soon, but we just want to know what we should do before that. And this doctor was like, well, wait, you should do an RPL panel. And I was like, what is an RPL panel? And she was like, it's a repeated pregnancy loss panel. It's a series of blood tests that you can do. It's a lab, basically, that you can do prior to doing another IVF trial. Even if you don't need fertility treatments, you can do it if you've had multiple losses. So I was kind of like curious about it because I had never heard of this, like, ever. And mind you, you know, my doctors know that I've had 2 miscarriages, as well as I have several friends who've had more than 1 miscarriage, and nobody had ever heard of this test. So I was like, okay, maybe this is something everybody doesn't do. It's not available to everybody, whatever. So I went back to my IVF clinic and I was like, hey, can I do this test? And they were like, sure, that's fine. We'll write a script for it. And so I was kind of relieved and pissed at the same time. Relieved because I was like, oh, okay, I can do it. And even my insurance, I called them. They said it's literally, the panel is 15 different blood tests. My insurance covered 14 out of 15 of them. And I have TRICARE. So they definitely covered 14 out of the 15 tests. I called and made sure I gave them all the codes and all the things. And they were like, yes, we cover it. So I was relieved about that. But I was pissed that my doctor didn't recommend it to me. Like, why did I have to get on Clubhouse to find out that there's a test that I could possibly do to maybe find a solution here? I feel like my doctor should have caught that. I was kind of pissed about that. But nonetheless, I do believe God purposely had me in that room at that specific time to ask the specific doctor that question so that I get the answer that I needed. So I did that. And then it took a while for me to actually do the actual panel, the test. I didn't do it right away. I was kind of just it was the holidays, and then I was just kind of going in and out of being like sad and frustrated about everything that's been going on. So I just waited a minute. So I did it. The way that I did it is that I decided, okay, we want to do it in February. Let me do it right before that we're about to do IVF. I'm pretty sure the results will come back and nothing will come back abnormal, so we can just go ahead and do our IVF cycle. Boy, was I wrong, of course. As always, nothing goes as planned with this. So I did the panel. It took about 2 weeks to get the results, and I got an abnormal result. It said that one of my genes has like a mutation, and I believe this is from my Google research. So please do not take what I'm saying as like Bible or law, because I am just going based off of what I found out on Google so far. I will be seeing a doctor, but I haven't seen the doctor yet. So I've been Googling everything. And it's basically factor 5 lead-in or something like that. I think this is what it's called. And it is a blood clotting disorder. I have the gene for it. And that may be causing my miscarriages. So when I find out more information, I'm probably going to do an entire video on that specific thing. Ugh, something's in my eye. All right, I'll probably do a video like all about that specific thing. But right now, that's all I know. So when I found that out, I was happy again and a little relieved that there's an answer, because one thing I have been praying about like nonstop is like, God, can you give me an answer? I don't want to have another miscarriage. I really don't want to go through this again. Can you tell me why? I've been praying. That's really been my prayer. Like from the moment we had the miscarriage until like, you know, all the way through up until now. Okay, God, we want to get pregnant when it's your time. Don't let us get pregnant before it's your time, because we don't want to have another loss. It's been constant, and then asking why a lot. So I think I got my answer why. God does answer prayers, FYI. But then I got sad like a day after finding out, because I was like, man, another hurdle. So not only are we dealing with male factored infertility, now we're dealing with a gene mutation that might be causing blood clots, and that might be resulting in miscarriages. So that's where we're at. My fertility clinic immediately said, oh, wow, these results are coming back. We're seeing several tests that have like some abnormalities. Before we can move forward, we have to basically get you to a hematologist to see what the protocol needs to be for you. Like, not just to get pregnant, but just in life. Like, blood clots can be life threatening. So it's something that we need to take care of before we get you started on any more medications, because the medications might be like making it worse, the condition worse. So it's just so many like up in the air things. So I have a doctor's appointment next week with the hematologist. I have no idea what's going to happen and how many more blood tests they're going to be doing, because I feel like it might be a bunch. But guys, because guys, even just the panel, I'm going to insert the photo like right here, or something like that, or somewhere on the screen where it'll fit. Y'all, they took 15 tubes of blood out of me. So I'm a little bit nervous. Like, okay, if that was for the test, what y'all about to do when I get in there? Like, how are you going to treat this? But yeah, so that's basically where we are. I have no idea when we're going to be able to try again, do another cycle again. Yeah. So hopefully soon, because yeah, I want to have a baby. Like, I want to get the ball rolling again. I think that we needed this break though, mentally, emotionally. Like, we just needed this break. I've been doing therapy, which is something else I want to do a video on, talking about therapy and why it's necessary in this process. But I've been doing therapy by myself. Me and my husband have been doing therapy together. I think we have kind of grown closer, like as far as our communication, and things are we're just getting along better. So as far as where I'm at emotionally, that's a whole nother story. So I have been like pretty good most of the time. Most of the time I'm doing really good. Like, I'm fine, I'm getting stuff done, but I've just been having these moments of like super high and then like super, super low, like emotionally. Like, I'm not crying like nonstop like when we first had the miscarriage, because that was emotional. But I think now it's like just milestones that kind of hit me. So like every holiday, so Christmas, New Year's, about even Valentine's Day, I'm just sitting here like, oh, I was supposed to be pregnant, and crying and having a meltdown because I thought I was going to be pregnant this Christmas, New Year's, and Valentine's Day. So I'll have those emotional like highs and lows, and then I also have moments where it's just like I feel like the weight of the world is on me. Like, I have so much on my shoulders. Man, I feel like my hair is super lopsided, guys. Okay, I feel like there's just so much that needs to happen in the next few months, and I just feel kind of overwhelmed by everything. So yeah, it's just been kind of, I don't know. We do have a lot going on. You know, my husband and I, it's been a lot happening over here. With my business, just a lot of things. So I feel like I've just felt overwhelmed. And one thing my therapist keeps telling me is, okay, well, you seem like you're putting a lot out there. You're working hard. You're trying to take care of you and your marriage, and you know, you're doing YouTube videos to help other women, and you're getting on Clubhouse and hosting these rooms. But what are you doing for yourself? She was like, you are probably hitting an emotional wall because you are pouring out, but you're not like refilling or refueling. And that's very true. She was like, she keeps giving me the same homework assignment that I keep failing every week. Homework assignment is do something for yourself this week, like self-care. And I keep failing because, yeah, I don't know. I'm really bad at taking care of me, doing things just for me. I'm not really great at it. So I have scheduled a massage appointment next week. And I'm also planning like a little secret date night for me and my husband. So that's what I'm doing for me and us, I guess. But I need to get better at taking better care of myself. Like, I want to do all these things, but I'm just realizing that if I don't find time to replenish and rest and refuel myself, then I'm not going to be able to keep going. Like, I can't keep helping people and even running a business if all I'm doing is helping people and running a business. Sometimes I need to just chill, relax, do something I enjoy, drink a glass of wine, watch a movie, get a massage. I need to do things for Janelle so that I can be as healthy as I possibly can, because I'm no good if I'm on E all the time. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. This video was not meant to be super long. I don't really have much else going on. I don't believe. I'm trying to enjoy this last couple months of like chill before the craziness that's come with wedding season. I know it's still COVID, but y'all, people still get married. And yeah, so that's pretty much all. Just trying to enjoy the calm before the storm. Oh, make sure you guys subscribe because I will be doing some more videos soon. I'm going to be doing some more interview videos. I really enjoyed my interview video that I did with my friend Kristen. If you missed that video, that was like the last one I posted, and it just went so well. We talked about pregnancy loss. It was called Life After Loss, and we talked about pregnancy loss, and she had a stillborn child. Her first child was a stillborn. So we talked about that and faith and how that all plays together. And it was just such a good conversation. So if you missed that, make sure you go back and watch that video. I'm also doing another interview soon with one of my other friends, and it's going to be 2 Black women who have been through IVF talking about IVF, because I don't think most of us really know much about it. And I think it's time that we start having these conversations in our community, and we are more informed. So yeah, we're going to be talking about that next week. And yeah, I have a bunch of other ideas. So the content will be rolling out. So like I said, make sure you subscribe, and thank you for watching my video. See you soon. Bye.